right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahshua HaRachakodash, double honors to apostles, great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which go to be. It's brother Hawaii from GMS Chicago. We got a cool lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame of looking like heathens who spirit bear witness that they're a child of the Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inwardly calls Jehovah God. In the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, so Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahweh. And pretty much, I don't really have a title for this, but it's going into, give a round of applause and congratulate yourself and stuff on aiding yourself in your own death. You know what I'm saying? COVID-19 and stuff, we already know due to, COVID, being, you got a doctor, whose video is banned from YouTube, you know what I'm saying, exposing the truth, that corona is actually a chromosome that's found in your body and stuff that fights off diseases and viruses, you know what I'm saying, and it's a reason why I get banned from YouTube, you know what I'm saying, because it won't work out. Esau won't be able to do his, he won't be able to deceive the masses, you know what I'm saying, with his pandemic, you know what I'm saying, which is COVID-19. And, you also have other doctors, who said that, uh, viruses can be killed with heat. You know what I'm saying? Viruses cannot stay alive in 70-degree temperatures. You know what I'm saying? Viruses can't stay in the midst of air. Viruses can't stay alive, you know what I'm saying, if it's too cold, you know what I'm saying, So even if somebody did have a slight fever or did have a fever, you know what I'm saying, based off other causes and stuff, or like the common cold, which never leaves for some reason, which everybody catches every now and then, you got places like Walgreens and Walmart and stuff, and they giving free flu shots where they put the actual flu, the sickness, they put it in your body, hoping that your body will recognize it over time. You know what I'm saying? Every time they give you more and more stronger strands of the disease or the sickness and stuff, hoping your body would one day, it doesn't tell you how soon and stuff, but one day if it comes, you know what I'm saying, how your body will be immune and be able to fight it off. You know what I'm saying? But they always give you stronger strands, so you always gonna get sick. Your body ain't gonna get immune. It's gonna get them. It's gonna be able to fight off the say if it was like just throwing out some numbers, the strength was like 5. Your body able to fend off that 5, you know what I'm saying, or that 5% and stuff. And the next time you go, they giving you 10%. Your body never dealt with 10%, only dealt with 5. So you're going to always be sick every single time when it come down to the flu. And then, you got the H1N1, H2N2, swine flu, bird flu. You know what I'm saying? You had that, it was a video, it was an article going into how the government was releasing like 400 some mosquitoes out in Florida. You know what I'm saying? And I forget what it's called, but when it come down to mosquitoes and stuff, they can pass from host to host and stuff. You know what I'm saying? At will, and they can transmit. And I forget what it's called, but it's a certain word. And all this is pretty much once again, this pandemic is planned. You know what I'm saying? To mess the people up. So this is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 1. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria." And according to Revelations 11:8, America would be considered Egypt and Sodom, and it's also known underneath the name of Babylon, you know. Verse 2, it says, "Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, beware your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand." And what's part of that destruction? The plagues that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Plagues going into diseases and sicknesses. You know what I'm saying? But it says, verse 3, it says, "A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is set among you, and who may quench it?" It says plagues are sent onto you, and what is he that may drive them away? So hey, this is part of the Lord's plan. Isaiah 55:11, that the word of the Lord won't come back onto him void, meaning empty, meaning it's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? He said it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, and nobody's going to be able to disannul it. You know, verse 6, it says, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it had begun to burn. It says, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So the Lord is sending all these different plagues, and what is part of this plague? Whatever it is that they actually put out there and stuff, claiming that it's so-called COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, you can pretty much tell anybody anything and stuff if you already know that they're not going to look it up for themselves. And then uh, uh, you also have nurses and doctors who do that, who knows they stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that putting on a mask is actually bad for you. You know what I'm saying? So you got doctors saying that how they trying to present COVID-19, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? That it's pretty much something else. And then you have um, you have um, other nurses and health professionals and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where they gotta receive like some type of death thing, death certificate. How they receiving a death certificate. You know what I'm saying? You had this one doctor. He was saying that he know how to sign a death certificate because he's been doing it for like 20 plus years, and he had received a letter or whatever it was and stuff. You know what I'm saying? What he was supposed to do and stuff. So if it was something that was outside of being COVID-19 and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that was something similar, you know what I'm saying, if it was respiratory or dealing with the chest period or the sinuses and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to label it as COVID-19. And then you also have this one family, it was on World Star Hip Hop. Well, I think it was either a father or grandfather that died from a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? And doctors were saying that they was going to claim it as COVID-19 when really that wasn't the cause of the death. You know what I'm saying? So according to the doctors and stuff and what they saying, who's being brave to put their career on the line, because that's what they'll be doing. They're saying that for one, corona COVID, you know what I'm saying, is a chromosome that's found within the body and stuff that actually fights off viruses and sicknesses and diseases. You know what I'm saying? And then you also have other doctors that saying that within certain elements, whether if it's heat, cold, or just air, you know what I'm saying, that viruses, because it's called the coronavirus, right? Viruses can't exist in certain conditions. You know what I'm saying? So and then you have the ones that saying that if you do wear a mask and stuff, then guess what? That's a danger within itself. So I want to grab this, because uh, when they come down to exhaling, right? So you got a mask on, you know, meaning that you trapping particles and stuff within that mask, because if it's made to keep things out or for small particles and stuff to stay from being able to come in into your respiratory system, either through your nose or through your mouth, you know what I'm saying? That well, if that's the case, then it means when you exhale, you know what I'm saying, that if you exhale and stuff, then that means that you breathing in what you exhale. So it's so I got where I meant to say, when you exhale, is it carbon monoxide? Right? So it says carbon monoxide in your body leaves through your lungs when you breathe out, exhale. You know what I'm saying? It says, but there is a delay in eliminating carbon monoxide, it takes about a full day for carbon monoxide to leave your body. So every time you breathe in and then breathe out, you're making carbon monoxide. So let's see what happens if you inhale carbon monoxide. Well, here go carbon monoxide poisoning. No. All right. Carbon monoxide. This is what you exhale. It says carbon monoxide poisoning occurs when carbon monoxide builds up in your bloodstream. It says when too much carbon monoxide is in the air, your body replaces the oxygen in your red blood cells with carbon monoxide. It says this can lead to serious tissue damage or even death. You know what I'm saying? So if you breathing out and you got something covering your nose and your mouth, you know what I'm saying, which is one of the major places of where you draw in air, you know what I'm saying, and you got a certain contraption over your face, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't allow any particles to come in, you know what I'm saying, so every time you breathe out, those particles are not leaving. So with that being the case, you having a mask on is poisoning you. And guess what? Your government or the CDC and whatnot and stuff, guess what? They know they know what happens. You know what I'm saying? If you breathe in carbon monoxide, right? So I also want to get this symptoms lock here. I don't know if they gonna give it.
According to CDC, the most common symptoms of CO poisoning are headache, dizziness, weakness, upset stomach, vomiting, chest pain, and confusion. CO symptoms are often described as flu-like. If you breathe in a lot of CO, it can make you pass out or kill you.
So there you go, and it says flu-like, and uh, a lot of things that come with COVID-19 and stuff is like the flu, you know what I'm saying? So with that being the case, uh, 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 actually, let me see if they have it in here. Here we go. What happens to your immune system? What happens to your immune system uh, when you breathe in carbon monoxide and stuff, right? So it says, how does carbon monoxide affect the respiratory system? Because remember, COVID attacks your respiratory system, right? It says the respiratory system struggles to distribute air around the body because carbon monoxide deprives the blood cells of oxygen. It says this result in shortness of breath. And isn't that one of the things when it comes down to COVID-19, saying, to be considered as a signal that you may have it? You know what I'm saying? Why they talk about that it can lay dormant and stuff, and you can actually show no symptoms, but yet be sick. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, it says particularly when undertaking strenuous activities. You know what I'm saying? Running, jogging, biking, doing exercise of any sort. You know what I'm saying? You know, so this is one of the this is usually one of the symptoms when it comes down to COVID-19. So pretty much having a mask on, you destroying your immune system, and if your immune system is weak, what tends to happen? You'll be what's the word? Uh, you'll be a easy target and stuff to get sick. To show signs of COVID-19 and stuff. So they say, you know, and the way it's looking at it is that people are being deceived. You know what I'm saying? And the deceive with this is the fact that uh, if you actually don't have COVID-19 at all, why you got a slight fever or whatnot and stuff, because remember, the common cold always comes. You got certain people and stuff. The seasons get to changing and stuff. And you have some people where the immune system pick it up early, and you have some that take it, or the immune system pick it up later on and stuff, where they get an allergic reaction or their allergies get to messing around and whatnot and stuff. And guess what? They're gonna claim all those things that's always been common before even COVID-19 came into existence. All these things is always common with the seasons being changed, while you got chemtrails in the air and stuff, them lines in the sky that doesn't dissipate right away, which got molecular, I think molecular shards of aluminum, aluminum, bromine, blood, you know, different chemicals and whatnot, and it's sprayed in the air. So when it comes down, or when you breathe in and stuff, the air is already toxic. You know what I'm saying? Plus the pollution from the gas and power plants and exhaust from cars and different vehicles. You know what I'm saying? They help kill the ozone layer. They help kill all trees and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Or have to put the trees to in a overtime status, what I'm saying, when it comes down to working, because the trees clear the air. Uh, um, you got all these different things and stuff that's made to destroy your immune system. And then there's another thing that Pastor Har had did a video. Here we go, brucellosis. You know what I'm saying? Brucellosis, and it's just an infection spread from animals to people, mostly by unpasteurized dairy products. It says, and it was a video that Apostle Tahar had put, and and the guy was pretty much going into the fact that they're going to try to pass it as COVID-19 and whatnot and stuff, and it's really going to be something else, you know. And what are the symptoms? It says the symptoms may include joint and muscle pain, fever, weight loss, and fatigue. Some people develop belly pain and cough. It says in the abdomen. It says back, joints or muscles, fever, chills, fatigue, loss of appetite, or night sweats. It says also common coughing. You know, and that's one things and stuff that they say when they come down to COVID-19 and stuff. That's like a sure sign symptom. You know what I'm saying? Headache, swollen lymph nodes, or weight loss, right? So let's go to COVID-19. All right, so look, there you go. It says cough, shortness of breath, and fever. You know what I'm saying? So it says fever, chills. It says cough, shortness of breath, or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, new loss of taste or smell. Taste doesn't have anything to do with your respiratory system. It says sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting or diarrhea. You know what I'm saying? And once again, diarrhea doesn't have anything to do with your respiratory system. Uh, it says trouble breathing, persistent pain or pressure in the chest, new confusion. Once again, doesn't have anything to do with your respiratory system. Confusion is something that deals with the mind, not your lungs. It says an inability to wake or stay awake. You know what I'm saying? Once again, that's your mind, not your respiratory system. It says bluish lips or face, you know, and they don't have anything to do with your respiratory system. So therefore, it shows that there's something else that's going on and stuff, but it's not coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not, they claim it as COVID-19 and stuff, but really it's something else. You know what I'm saying? You got too many doctors and stuff who got a profession, you know, who's careers are being placed on the line and stuff, and then you can actually look it up for yourself, and pretty much, viruses cannot live, in extreme heat. Regular body temperature and stuff will kill the virus. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 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 And then once again, when it comes down to having the face mask and stuff, what is the face mask doing and stuff? It's causing you to breathe in carbon monoxide and you exhale that out. And you got a 9 to 5, or if you self-employed and stuff, and you got people that be in their cars, got their cars plastic up and whatnot and stuff. Got the riot shield on there and stuff, and everything, and they just killing themselves. That's exactly what they doing. So this is Psalms chapter 91, verse 6. It says, I'll start at verse 4. It says, I'll start at verse 1. It says, He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And what's the secret place? Within this word. It says, I will say of Yahweh, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust. It says, Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler. And what's the fowler? Is somebody who traps birds. You know what I'm saying? And from the noise and pestilence. Now, the noise and pestilence and stuff is also me talking about the missiles. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes down to this word pestilence, it's the word, the bar, which I don't think that's what it actually is. Let me see, H1691. Let me see something right quick. Yeah, it's not the bar. I know that for sure. So Salakia, going back to that Psalms 91. 91 and verse 4. It says, He shall cover thee with his feathers, meaning the protection of the Lord. It says, and under his wings shalt thou trust. Like how you got a mother hen and whatnot and stuff. Even if the baby chicks and whatnot, even though they hatched already and whatnot, at a certain age, the hen still like sits amongst them. You know what I'm saying, or cover them with her wings and whatnot. For protection and warmth and whatnot from the weather. And also so they won't travel somewhere else and stuff and get eaten. It says, His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Verse 5, it says, Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. It says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. It says, nor for destruction that wasted at noonday. And what's part of that pestilence and stuff? This is COVID-19, so-called COVID-19, whatever it actually really is. You know what I'm saying? The common cold and stuff. The pneumonia. You know what I'm saying? Tuberculosis. You know what I'm saying? Other things that's invisible yet can fly in the fly in the wind or fly in the air. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, different stuff that they be spraying and stuff. For the mosquitoes and stuff. And the mosquitoes still don't die from it and whatnot, or whatever these GMO, genetically modified organism mosquitoes and stuff that are created in labs. You know what I'm saying, and then let loose out in the out in the field and stuff. Where people are populated at. Uh, verse 7, it says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right side, but it shall not come nigh to thee. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that a lot of people are dying and stuff because, according to the Georgia Guidestones and stuff, Esau Edom, so-called Caucasians, they want 500 million. You know what I'm saying? Well, the earth is already overly populated and stuff. In order for them to maintain control and whatnot and stuff, uh, 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 They need to get it down to those numbers. And I actually want to grab this last scripture. This is Revelations chapter 12, verse 12. It is Revelation 12 and 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them." It says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." And the sword, saying, don't always have to be the gun. It don't have to be no Project Megiddo, Rex 84, or the King Alpha plan and stuff. Stuff dealing with Jade Helm and stuff. Bushwick type situations and stuff. If you ever seen the movie, it's usually on Netflix and stuff, or you can look at different clips. You know what I'm saying? Off YouTube or whatnot, maybe. Uh, 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 it ain't just gonna be guns and weaponry and whatnot and stuff. Part of Esau's weapon and stuff, which they've been using against the nation of Israel for the longest and stuff. Starting off with Gag, it's a bio warfare. You know what I'm saying? Or chemical warfare. You know, the CDC and stuff. They had the hazmats and whatnot and stuff. They create diseases in there. There's a lot of diseases and different viruses and different different sicknesses and stuff. That they have patents for, where they have the cure already. They have the cure, but they can't make money off the cure. You know what I'm saying? And like it says in Ezekiel 35 and 5, it says that he has a perpetual hatred. So guess what? The ruler of this world, according to Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Guess what? And the brother from uh, 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 Assyrians DMV Bar, you know what I'm saying? That is his new page. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a brother from Baltimore and stuff. He was going into the fact that the entire world is named after Esau. You know what I'm saying? You know, America goes back to Amera Vespucci and stuff. You know what I'm saying? America means bitter, and guess what? We being ruled and sovereign underneath the rulership of a bitter nation. You know what I'm saying? You have you got America, Central America, and then you got South America, and everything about this place is bitter. Anywhere else the Edomites are and stuff, and they rule, it's still bitterness. You know what I'm saying? They make money off sicknesses. They make money off death. You know what I'm saying? So it was just a quick little lesson. I know it kind of stretched out a little bit, but I hope the video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahshua Harakakadash, the honest apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to elect, which we hope to be. Shalom wa ba ba ba.